Yeah, and it's interesting too because you have numerous suggestions for ways to make games out of using the techniques and learning them through a sort of game thing. And it seems to me that this is something that a lot of people do naturally, but other people just don't know how to do naturally. They don't know how to inject or add a fun element just on their own. So, were you conscious of that need for people, or was it just
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people who I coach who are older, that's one of the first things they'll say to me is like, "Well, wow, you're very creative. I wouldn't have come up with when I'm kind of walking them through an example. They're like, I would have never come up with that example. I'm not that creative." And I say to them like, "Well, it's something I've worked on too. It's not something that I necessarily naturally was good at." And I actually sometimes I hear other people's mnemonics or imagery, and I'm like, "Wow, that's really good. I couldn't have come up with that either." But something I worked on. And I think the great thing about kids is that they have no filter. They don't, nobody, or they have at least less of this, of people having told them their whole life that they should conform to a certain thought process, right? They're a little more moldable at that point. So being able to think freely about the silly stuff with no bounds is more up their alley. So I wanted to play to that as much as possible in this book, and yeah, so I'm basically just encouraging them to join me on this wild ride and let their imagination kind of go free.